Lads, welcome back to the Kosi Arsenal podcast. My name is Kosi. Bukayo Saka is injured, and this could be the most devastating blow Mikel Arteta has suffered yet this campaign. I mean, we've had a couple of injuries, and Saka's had one too. Odegaard has had one. Calafiori is just coming back from one. Declan Rice. Almost each and every member of the Arsenal starting 11 this season has had an injury. But Bukayo Saka's injury, first and foremost, it is scary. Like, really, really scary. There was no contact between Saka and any other player when he pulled. Did he pull his hamstring? Probably. And then, at the end of the game, we are seeing him walk off the pitch in sticks, in clutches. It's frightening. It's really, really frightening. And why it is devastating for Mikel and Arsenal is because with Saka, you just can't find another Saka on the market. Like, you can go and get a striker that is better than Jesus and Havertz on the market right now. You can go and get a left eight like Fabian Ruiz from PSG on loan right now. You can go and get Adagula in midfield right now. You're not going to get another Saka. Saka is not just a player. He's a symbol. He's a sign. He's the name that people associate Arsenal with. Like when clubs are preparing for Arsenal, they prepare for Arsenal, Odegaard, and Saka. And you could see that Gabriel Martinelli, impacted the game. But when you really ask me, did he have a good game? Or if I asked you, did he have a good game? No, he really didn't. And he just looks so out of position. I don't know. We're going to talk about who plays there. For me, it should be Gabriel Jesus. There's no question about that. Gabriel Jesus, quick feet. He's got the speed. He's got the bravery to take on a player. He should be the guy playing there, not Gabriel Martinelli. And then we'll be talking about the market. Should we turn to January? Probably. Can we get someone in January as well? That's another big question. We need to talk about all that. Now, according to what I saw and what is moving online, it looks like Saka pulled his hamstring. That is always devastating. That is always devastating. Like, hamstrings are the worst. They're the worst injuries you want your player to suffer. They are the worst. They're the worst. They're the worst. But I also can't help but think, right? I can't help but think Bukayo Saka has had, these small injuries for quite some time. And as Arsenal, we have been in the transfer market for quite some time, and we've always wanted to bring in some guy that can either do the Saka job or some guy that can allow us to rotate Saka or rest him. And we've never done it. Like, we've casually never done it. Now, I wouldn't be surprised for our next game on Boxing Day against Ipswich for Saka to pop up. Like, he can pop up. That is him. He is always fighting to be on the pitch. But he's only human, and there will be one day where Saka is unavailable, just like Kevin De Bruyne was unavailable for Manchester City for like a whole half a season. There will be one day where Saka goes and is unavailable like Timber was for a whole season. What do we do? If the news comes out today and they say that Saka is not going to be representing Arsenal for the next 5 months, what do we do? Do we still have the same chances of competing with Chelsea and Liverpool? Definitely not. Right? So I'm really, really concerned about this Saka situation. I'm really concerned. I hope there is nothing serious, but I think it is something very, very serious. Now, what do we do? Our next game is Ipswich. That's in the Premier League. I think we'll have a UEFA Champions League in between as well. And with the UEFA Champions League, we are getting closer to qualifying automatically to the round of 16. So I'm not really worried about the next set of fixtures. What I'm worried about is we need to build momentum. We need to build a run. And Mikel Arteta talked about it when we won the first 3 games after the last international break. That is Sporting, Manchester United, and West Ham. Yeah, and West Ham. And he said, what we have to do now is to create a run, build a run, go 10 games unbeaten, maybe go 15 games unbeaten. And we know that Arsenal can do that just like Man City. Without Saka, it becomes difficult. It really, really becomes difficult. But these are my suggestions on who plays without Saka. Gabriel Jesus is the next best thing if you want to bring out the best in Odegaard, but also to bring out the best in that on that right wing. I don't think, he loves playing Martinelli there when we don't have Saka, but for me, no. It feels uncomfortable for Martinelli. It feels like you can easily lock him down, and there is no chemistry, simply no chemistry between Gabriel Martinelli and Odegaard. Like, it feels like Gabriel Martinelli is used to playing inverted. Now, when you play him naturally as a right winger, it just doesn't work. But again, I want to get your thoughts there. So for me, it should be Gabriel Jesus up top, Gabriel Jesus on the right wing, maybe Kai Havertz up top, right? And then Leandro Trossard. Or Martinelli on the left, and then Trossard down through the middle. I would love to see something like that. I want to get your thoughts. But at the moment, we don't have any confirmations of what's going to happen with Saka. Now, January is around the corner. If Saka is injured seriously, there is a question. Should Arsenal consider opening up the money purse and splashing the cash in January? And who do you spend it on? Where do you spend it? We don't have a sporting director as per now. That is bad. Like you lose your best player to injury, but you also don't have you don't have a sporting director. So if Arsenal said right now that we want to go and get Nico Williams, can we get him really without a sporting director? We have our assistant sporting director who is in charge. Few people have said he's good. All right, that's okay. But is he at the levels of the likes like Dan Ashworth, Wilcox, Ivan Gazidis? Is he at that level? Like, I don't think he is. But what are some of the options that are available in January? I don't know. Like, Nico Williams, there's a release clause, right? You have the likes of Bakayoko that we looked at in the summer. And I think if you're looking to sign a player in January, you're not looking at a Saka replacement. You're looking at a player that can actually bring in quality on the left-hand side so that when Saka comes back, you have capitalized on the left-hand side. The advantage Mikel has is that he can easily switch his attack from right to left. That's it. We don't have left attacking options that are active right now. So you can go to the market and sign a player. Maybe that's Nico Williams. Maybe that's Bakayoko. Maybe that is I don't even know. Like maybe Kudus. Could this be the time where Arsenal need to be serious on Kudus? We have been serious before on him, and the finances didn't help the situation. Right? I don't know. But honestly, I don't think this is a January solution. You just can't. It's like Barcelona saying they want to replace Messi in January. It's like City saying they want to replace Kevin De Bruyne in January. They're players that are irreplaceable. So this one is not about January. This one is about the 3 years Arsenal have spent trying to replace or trying to find a cover for Saka, and we never did. And now it has actually caught up with us, right? So I'll keep you posted on this one. I'm sure at some point in time, Saka will be back and he'll be okay. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel as well. Let me know what you think about the Saka situation. And let me know what you think about the title as well.